Now, unless you're new to this channel, you already know what I'm about to say. Beasley!
Awesome.
First of all, welcome back, Melo. It was such a bittersweet moment to see you wearing that Thunder jersey in the Garden. That was a moment that was very hard for me to take. It was so nice to see Melo again. I'm so glad that he got the reception he got. If you guys didn't see it, this is the reception he got when he was introduced.
From Syracuse, number 7, Carmelo Anthony.
And that right there, that's a class act. I think that's what he deserved. And I think in perfect New York fashion, he got paraded. He got all the love that he deserved. But then the minute the game started, he was in the enemy.
Dakari Johnson back out. Anthony here actually a lot more booze than I expected.
And that's the way it should have been. I think that's the way he had wanted it, because I love Melo. It hurt, but to see the way we played tonight, I was in a good zone, baby. I was in a good zone. Now, as we all know, the Knicks are now on a 4-game streak, including this game against the Thunder. Big win too, by the way. Goodness gracious, what a game. So we got some good vibes and everything in these comments below. Ntilikina can start next season. He needs to penetrate more. He needs more confidence, but his game is coming together. I like his basketball IQ though. 100%. I don't know about necessarily him starting next season. I think that there's going to be a spot. I'd stand by. I think around All-Star break time-ish, he's going to eventually see starting minutes. But for sure, next year, we need to be building and getting in anticipation that he's going to be starting. I think in a full training camp and, after having a full season with the team, hopefully bringing in another star or something, I think for sure he'll be a starter next year. Parrish Harris, one of my day ones, he said this was a great city NBA game for our city, plus much respect to you because you always give both teams and players respect. And yes, KP is worrying me with the health issues. No, I appreciate that. I'm a fan of the NBA. Love my Knicks, but I'm always a fan of the NBA. Like when Lonzo Ball, you guys know how I love Lonzo Ball, so that Laker game was fun to watch. And with this one, I'm not a big fan of the Nets, hate the Nets just like the next Knicks fan. That team is building around players that I'm a fan of. Like, I like the Okafor trade. I'm like, you heard me talk about in the last video, I'm a huge fan of Karis LeVert. D'Angelo Russell is going to be nice for them. So I'm gonna still give them love because they got the right players around them. And Jeremy Lin, I miss you. Liban says Frank needs to start Beasley for MVP. Those were both statements that I am proudly preaching on this channel. Frankie needs to start and Beasley is MVP. Parth Patel, I like this one. We should go after Mirotic. Bulls haven't lost since he came back. He wants out. I don't know if that's a meme or if you're being dead serious, but I mean, Mirotic would be nice. It's just with the big man we have on our team right now, I don't know if bringing in another big man is the solution. I think we got what we got with our big man. We need to figure out what we're gonna do with the big men we have, like Noah and Willie Herman Gomez, who, again, in spite of the injury to KP, Willie Herman Gomez is not playing. All right, enough of that. Love the comments, but let's get into the highlights from this last game. And here we go. There's the man right there, Mr. Carmelo Anthony, wearing the wrong jersey as he is playing for the Thunder in his return back home to Madison Square Garden. Now, the start was very back and forth, but I will admit, with this wide open three, with the boos by the Garden, it was starting to look like this game was probably going to be a game where all three of them pop off. There's my boy Michael Beasley getting us in the game and with the lead early on. Now, look how wide, butt naked open my boy Beasley is. And Cantor took a few seconds like, should I give you the ball? And Beasley said, yes, you should, because I'm going to make that shot right there. Paul George luckily did not have a great game against us. Russell Westbrook too. He had an okay game. I mean, yes, he got above 20 points, but other than that, he wasn't really near a triple-double. Look at Melo making that pump fake. Luckily, Michael Beasley went around him rather than straight up and then getting that foul. Look at Beasley in the post. It's like he took this game personal. If you ask me, I think Beasley took this game personal, especially with everything he said in the preseason about how he's, your favorite player's favorite player and he can score on anybody any given night. And also before, when he was expecting to have Carmelo Anthony on the team alongside him, I'm sure he was really excited about it. He had even openly said that in interviews that he was ready to play with Melo, and, you know, he was looking forward to the challenge. So I think, especially after the opener when he got hurt and he wasn't able to play the entire game, and look at Courtney Lee with that that three was just great, and Russell Westbrook making that pass down to Robertson, who struggled, but he finally got one to go down. But yeah, so I just feel like this was a statement game for Michael Beasley offensively. Now, we all know, you know, defense was a bit shaky, but he was very aggressive with Carmelo Anthony, which is exactly what you want with that beautiful bounce pass from Courtney Lee to Enes Kanter. Now, again, we had no Kristaps Porzingis. We had a wide open Jarrett Jack right there. And speaking of Jarrett Jack, we did not get to see much Ntilikina tonight because of foul issues. The poor guy just could not get a foul. The minute you see Ntilikina and Ron Baker come in, it's been a great sign for us in these 4 games that we've been winning, because those two have been defensive stoppers in the guard. Look at the block by Paul George on Kyle O'Quinn. Kyle O'Quinn with the beautiful pass from Dougie McBuckets, who had a solid game, especially in the second half. Dougie McBuckets took over and played really well for us. With the last 20 seconds left, look at Patrick Patterson. That's football. Patrick Peterson's the football player. Ron Baker making that shot, the last shot of the first quarter. We move on to the second quarter. Ron Baker improving on that jump shot. Nice move to the basket, and Baker is winning points back in my book more and more each game. Now, I'm going to be honest with you. He's an undersized guard. He's not really a shooting guard. He's not really a one guard. Ron Baker makes another 3 there. I just wasn't sure where he would fit. But more and more, like, he is showing his defense and just his winning capabilities is very, very key to this team. Like, we got to remember, he came from that good Wichita State team, and he's very, very, very useful and very, you know, look at that beautiful pass to Kyle O'Quinn. Kyle O'Quinn with the hustle points. But he's very, I don't know the word I'm looking for. Like I said, useful, but he's also very utility knife-ish, as my boy Michael Beasley with that fadeaway shot. But I'm just a fan of him. He's winning my heart over again. There goes Melo doing his move, but he's blocked by Michael Beasley. Melo making a quick face right there. Look at, oh man, Russell Westbrook with that shot there in the mid-range. Russell Westbrook again trying to make the thing work, and he gets it out to Carmelo Anthony, who is wide open. Stop leaving the Melo wide open. Bad shot there, but we got the nice move. He's blocked by Enes Kanter. So fast forward to the second half as Paul George gets that wide open shot. We have a 5-point lead. It's 47-52. Paul George with the crossover and getting in there. They were working it through Paul George early in the second half. Look at Jarrett Jack. He had the one option with Kanter, but he has the better option with Lance Thomas. We hit a few threes from that spot. Again, there goes Paul George making it work, and he gets the ball to Robertson, who makes a nice shot there in the paint. We are up 56-52. Russell Westbrook trying to make it work a little bit more with a fadeaway shot, and that thing goes in. Again, Thunder on offense. Here's Paul George. Paul George getting that screen off of Carmelo Anthony and getting a nice, cute little floater there who ties up the game. But Michael Beasley was not going to let that slide, as Beasley just brought up all of his offensive moves in this game. Jarrett Jack with the nice pass, getting it to Kanter, who's able to just, with that beautiful soft touch around the rim. There's Jarrett Jack again feeding Lance Thomas, who gets blocked, but Jarrett Jack with the rebound. But this was just one of those games that I really enjoyed. Like, I understand right now the Thunder might not be a playoff team by record, but the Thunder are a playoff team by just their personnel on that squad. So I understand they're in a spot right now where they're not as confident and they're not really winning games. But at the end of the day, for us to beat a squad like this is a very big up for us, especially without a Kristaps Porzingis or a Tim Hardaway Jr. in our lineup. It just shows you what kind of team we have. We played great defense today. We got a great contribution from Michael Beasley. We got a great contribution from Courtney Lee, Jarrett Jack, Kyle O'Quinn, with Russell Westbrook dropping that dunk right there. That was the highlight of the game. I'm sorry. But look at Dougie McBuckets. The crowd was lit for that. Every time Dougie puts it up, it's like our own personal Kyle Korver, because the minute that shot go up, that thing looked like it's going in. Perfect ball movement by the Thunder. But what I was saying was, it's just great to see this kind of win. It was a great win. And there goes my boy Beasley with the floater there towards the end here of the third quarter. But let's fast forward a little bit to the fourth quarter. Now, here's where things got great. With 9:41, Ron Baker making that pass to Dougie McBuckets, giving us the 3. And we got, look, our boy Fat Man Raymond Felton. Oh, Raymond Felton, the Knick that I do not miss. That shot there. Oh, I love this move by Kyle O'Quinn. taking advantage of that second step that he had, and he broke the entire defense down to get that easy layup. Look at Raymond Felton, who was feeling it. We all forget, you know, he's returning to the Garden too. I know he's returned to the Garden quite a few times. Again, Lance Thomas hitting that jumper over in that corner. It's 92-83. Russell Westbrook was going to do everything he can, and Ron Baker, let's be honest, he was run into Russell Westbrook. Russell Westbrook did a lot of acting. Matter of fact, the entire Thunder team did a lot of acting in this fourth quarter trying to get back in this game, but we luckily stick to our guns. And look at that extra pass by Michael Beasley to Doug McBuckets, 87-100. The Thunder were going to attempt one more final run to get back in this game as it's 89-100. Westbrook getting it to Jeremy Grant, who makes it harder on himself and gets blocked. But we're back again. Paul George with the miss. Dougie McBuckets trying to get that rebound. Russell Westbrook getting it out to Patrick Patterson, who bang hits that three. 92-101. Again, like I said, they're on this small little run, getting the ball to a wide open Paul George in transition. 95-101. Russell Westbrook trying to get it to somebody, but the ball is tipped. We see Michael Beasley, who makes that dunk, and right there, I feel like that was the nail in the coffin because they were not able to get back out of this hole. Look at Courtney Lee with the beautiful move to the basket. We didn't see much of it in these highlights, but Michael Beasley and Carmelo Anthony were fighting the entire game. I don't mean like, you know, fist fight. I mean like they were just battling in the paint for possession, both on offense and on defense for both players, and that was so great to watch. But with 37 seconds left here in this game, this will be the final as Kyle O'Quinn makes that shot there, and the final would be 111-96. Welcome back, Carmelo Anthony. And that was our fourth win in a row. Clap it up. Now, mind you, 3 of those games were at the Garden. One of them was in Brooklyn. Still technically the Garden because I mean, like I said, Brooklyn's like our other home tech game because we always show up at Brooklyn games. It's just the way it is. But we have some tests coming up this week. But until then, we are on a 4-game winning streak, and I am loving it. Not going to talk anymore on that because I really feel good about what we have. No KP against the Thunder, who is supposed to be a playoff team. I know they're not doing well right now, but at the end of the day, it's a team with 3 superstars, and we didn't have anybody playing tonight other than my boy Michael Beasley, the real superstar. But what do you guys think? You guys think that was a lucky win? I don't know how you can say it was a lucky win because we just looked really good out there. Referees were even helping them out at some points, and we still were able to fight through the referees' calls and stuff. So it was just a solid win for us, and those are one of those games I love to watch. But I want to hear in the comment section below about what you guys have to say. We got a break here until our next game. I think our next game is on Tuesday. If I'm wrong, correct me in the chat below. Much love, everybody. I'm gonna see you guys in the next one. Face cam was back. I'm sorry. I know you guys been showing me support on the non-face cam videos too, but still, much love, everybody. We out of here. 4 games in a row. Let's keep it running. Let's keep it running. 16-13. Woo, we over 500, baby.